Okay guys, what is up? I am BDFTCG, and today we are going to be doing one, two, three, 4 and 5 packs of Wrath of Core Set 2. However, a little bit different. We're going to be looking at 5 packs worth of rares and glares that unfortunately the video didn't turn out. The audio got messed up, so we just have 5 packs worth of rares and glares. I'm not going to go over the commons from this one, since this will just be added on to another video, and I don't want this video to take, like, 2 hours. That would be bad. So we do have a Glare Amethyst Gemstone to start out with. Again, I think this card is very playable. By the way, I'm changing up my camera a little bit here so that it's more like zoomed into the cards. Let me know what you think of this. Also, you can see like every bit of dirt and grime on my disgusting man hands, so that's also good. So Amethyst Gemstone, very good. We have a Rolling Fire, which is another like rather playable glare, which is pretty cool. We have the Core of Tempest, which says whenever you play another white action card, you can charge it, and then for 5 charges, you can destroy a weapon or a relic in play. Destroying relics is pretty good. Destroying weapons, I think, in Wrath of Cores is very good. Particularly attached to your core, that's kind of cool. The only thing about this is sometimes it's not going to be terribly useful. And then you would also need to already be playing a lot of white action cards. So I'm not sure how many like really good white action cards there are. I know there are at least some good ones. Some really solid ones actually. So you can charge it. Against some decks it might not be any good though. This would be really interesting if you could like side deck in cores. But I don't know if side decking is ever going to be a thing, and I don't know if you could side deck in a core or not. That might be something that like has to stay. Overall, pretty interesting. Not sure how good it is right now, though. We have a Glare Betrayal, so that's a glare rare, always kind of cool. Fairly good, like, removal. Wow, the camera really shows this up bright for some reason. So, Frost Season, already got it. It's a really solid Wonder. Like, really good defensive card. We have a Core of Frost. Why is it suddenly... I guess because it's not a glare, we might need to adjust it, and that's kind of aggravating. But yeah, we have Core Frost, Elemental Clash. So, Crystal Caves of Demise is pretty good. So whenever your opponent draws or discards a card, they lose 200 HP to their core. So it's a really interesting burn card. I'm not sure exactly how viable it is. It is black-red, which is kind of interesting. Black-red has a lot of like good control and a lot of good removal, but it already has a lot of good wonders, so this would take up your wonder slots. It's like, I'm not sure about that. Black also has the discard card, so you could play, you could keep them top decking, keep discarding their hand, and burning them out slowly with this. It's interesting. I don't know if it's better than the just mono red burn card, but this could be played in black red, which opens up more possibilities. I like this card a lot. Again, I'm not sure if it's actually good or not. So Born in the Flames is a 1-cost red. I think I've gone over this card before. That basically lets you play any card for... It changes basically any card in your hand to a mono red casting cost. So it's kind of interesting. You can do like mono red alto with this thing. And after this, I'm definitely going to go change the camera angle, so don't worry about that. Or the lighting. But yeah, it's an interesting card. Again, I'm not sure exactly how useful it is. Mono red alto seems interesting, but I'm not sure how sold I am on alto as a deck in general, so it's alright. Core Lost Time, I really like this card. So is it every time you play a white card? No, it's at the start, right. That would be ridiculous, sorry. At the start of each of your turns, it charges. And then for 5 charges, you can pick a card at random from your opponent's hand and place it on top of their deck. So, sorry, I should mention, I'm also sick and my voice is going, so sorry about the crackliness. But I am trying to upload every weekend, so giving it a shot. Also, why this video is going up on probably Sunday is because, again, I lost the video. The last one I went to edit it, and there wasn't any audio. So, bad news there. But yeah, basically every 5 turns you get to put a card from your opponent's hand on top of their deck. In general, that's not that great. You are like skipping their draw phase basically every 5 turns, which is kind of cool. Where this gets good is there is a card, I forget what it's called, but it's like black, red, blue from pack 1. It is a wonder, and it says every time you charge your core, I think, every time you charge it again. Which would have this charging twice as fast, which means you get to, you know, lock them up twice as much. You could also save up a bunch of charges on this, and then basically not give them a turn for like 3 turns. It's pretty cool. If you can like get them top decking, throw the same card back on top that they can't use for anything. If you can do that, you know, if you have enough charges to do that 2 or 3 times in a row, this card can get really disgusting. But it, you know, it takes a lot of time to get there. So, although again, it does charge every turn from the start of the game. So, pretty interesting like control deck core. So, for 7 charges, it charges whenever a black unit enters play. Play any unit from your consume pile with a total play cost of 5 or less. This is kind of interesting. I would like to know I would need to look, I think. I don't think this technically charges if you use the Undying Tome, I think is what that is. I don't think this charges off of that, so you would actually need to, 7 charges off of this seems kind of hard. It's okay. I don't know if it's better than the other black core. I would need to like go over everything that you could potentially hit with this and stuff. Ultimately, I don't think this is going to see a ton of play, but it's an interesting card that definitely could be useful with later cards or something. So we have the Genie of Doom, one of the, I think, 2 genies from the set. Again, I wish I could bring this back here, but it just does this. So we'll fix that in just a minute. So basically, these genies require a relic to play. The relic has to be on the terrain. And then they have really, really good stats for the cost if you get them out. But they basically require 2 cards. Ultimately, I'd say that they're slightly below average, but they're alright. And here's the other one. Genie, what's again, really solid stats. And they require the same relic card, so you could like kind of get a deck going with these. And then the relic stays in play. We also got a new royalty rare. We got Kira, the Favored Ally. So Kira, the Favored Ally. Honestly, I feel like I could do an entire video just on this card. Kind of a fan. I don't know how actually good it is, but I like it a lot. So it is a 4-cost royalty rare, which her and I can't remember the other guy's name, the black-white royalty rare from the starter deck are like tied for the cheapest royalty rares right now. She's obviously harder to play, costing 4 different elements, red, white, green, blue, so everything but black. So that does give you access in the same deck as her. You could play Campfire, you couldn't play Undying Tomb. And she's just really solid for like aggro decks, because she's what, 600, 700, there we go. So 600, 700 for a 4-cost. So you can play this on turn 4. If you have like Recruitment Letter or your other royalty rare in this deck would probably be the Land of the Immortals, not only because you're playing aggro, and that's a rather solid card in aggro, but you're also playing 4 colors. You would probably be playing that, so if you got that, you could play this on turn 3 again. If you got both, you could play it on like turn 2. Really interesting card. It doesn't have a whole lot going on. 1 is a miss, 2 through 4 is a hit, and 5 and a 6 is hit, draw a card, and look at your opponent's hand. So it lets you know what's. It has a 1 in 3 chance of letting you know what goes on in your opponent's hand and letting you draw a card, which is pretty cool. Particularly in aggro, you know, which I'm assuming is where you would play this probably. Probably going to play this in aggro. That would let you, you know what threats your opponent has in their hand, and it would let you draw cards so you don't run out of steam quite as fast. In general, I don't think aggro is great in Wrath of Kors at the moment. I feel like the Kors just have a little bit too much health for like what the early game creatures do. But we keep getting cards like Kira, and stuff might open up, especially since like the Coryllizians and stuff are already just like super good. Might be able to do something with that. So I'm gonna go fix the camera real quick, and probably get a drink of water because my voice is going, and then I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So getting into the first pack here. Hopefully my voice will hold out for the remainder of this video. Would be rather unfortunate if it didn't. That's interesting. So our very first card here is Kira. Yeah, that's pretty clear now. So first card is another Kira. We have a Rain Cloud of Doom, a Hunting Shock, a Blacksmith's Daughter, a Reinforced Defenses. Again, if I've gone over these cards before, close call. Ooh, we got another Dagger of Gold. I think that's rather good. If I've gone over these cards before, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in them. I guess if you're watching these videos out of order, that is kind of unfortunate. I don't know if I've talked about this one yet or not. I think this is a card. So basically, the if it's on a meadow, then it creates an extra white element each turn, and it's a 0/100. So pretty easy to remove. Ice Shield, but overall rather good. Close call. Just as soon as you're I forget what this does. Oh yeah, okay. It's basically got kicker. So it's a 3 cost, black and white, and then if you pay an extra 3 black and white, you're for the 3 black and white, 1 creature can't block, and then for 2 black and white, 2 creatures can't block. So it's got some, you know, can be played in a couple different ways. Overall, I don't think it's that great. Amulet of Esteem, Minor Shaft. It could be played in like an aggro thing just to like get in the last little bit of damage, I guess. But overall, I don't think it's terribly amazing. Axeman, just kind of a generic creature, and the Shadow Elemental, which I think is pretty good. I like the Shadow Elemental. Overall, I think it's like a really solid common. So now we have 2 Kiras. Now there is one more royalty rare I know at least that I don't have yet. Chris has given me permission. Okay, I think I finally figured out a way to open these the way they're supposed to be. I will explain this for science because I've watched other people open them and they can't do it either, but I figured it out. I will explain it for science in just a minute with the next one. We have Genie of Doom. I am going to go fix the focus on this camera real quick. Okay, and we're back. I really do try to set this up each time, and each time it's like halfway through the video I realize that it's not good. We'll get there eventually though. Now this is looking pretty good though. So we've got a Genie of Doom. Already talked about him, mostly just really solid stats, but requires the, that's really good. Requires the lamp, which is a 1 of any color, and you play it as a relic, and then you can play the genies on top of it. So, kind of interesting. So, Giant Gemstone, I'm a fan. I don't know if I have a deck that this can work in, but, and again, it takes up your relic slot. I think the relics are really interesting because they're all really good, but you can only use one, and it makes, you know, figuring out what you want to go in your deck kind of interesting. So at the start of each of your turns, generate one black, green, or red element. This could go in like my Kryllizian Campfire deck, if it, or not Kryllizian Campfire, Undying Campfire deck, if I didn't already have wonders that I want in there. Abandoned Castle, pretty solid. Okay. I don't think I've seen this. Relief of Minerva. Reduce all damage to your units by 100. So that's a wonder. Is that mono white? Or are those... I guess those are white, although they're still like semi-transparent. It's kind of weird, I don't know. That card might actually be like slightly messed up, I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks like it's mono white. It's one color, and it's a little bit easier to play, but ultimately I think it's a little bit worse than the what is that thing called that does something kind of similar, but it's a little bit more situational and it's more colors. This. The Frost Season, which all non-elementals and or non-blue units in play get lose 200 attack. I feel like in that deck that's going to be a little bit better card, although Relief of Minerva is still pretty solid. Yeah, just reducing damage by 100 is really good. Of course, I guess this would also work on like action cards and stuff. So you could like a flare would only be doing 100, stuff like that. That's kind of cool. I didn't think about that end of it. I got the Vengeful Warrior, Hunting Shock, Reinforced Defenses, Two-Tone Kryllizian. I don't know if I've shown this because I have cards that I've seen but I haven't shown on camera, so I don't know of the commons and uncommons what I've shown really. So you can discard it. Does that mean discard it or discard a card? I think that means discard a card, doesn't it? But like you can't discard it from your hand. That's not very good. It's a 2/2 for 2 as well, which also isn't very good. We got a Glare Genie of Doom, that's kind of cool. Ooh, Emerald Gemstone, that's solid. I'm a fan. Just all the gemstones are just the 2-cost relics that produce an extra element of their color whenever they're on a terrain, so they let you get to like 3 green really easy or 3 black really easy. I do apologize for my throat, but not a lot I can do about it. So Magmatic. This unit is placed on a red terrain, then this unit gets plus 100 attack. Is that red or white? Yeah. So mono red or red white. Unit is placed on a red terrain, gets plus 100 attack. So it would go up to 4/4. Hit, deal 100 damage directly to the enemy core. So it basically needs to be played on a red terrain to hit average. And then it can swing in for an extra 100. If you're playing like red-white aggro or mono-red aggro, you could play this. There's probably better alternatives, but it's fine. Make sure you have a red terrain to put it on, and it's okay. It's average stats with upside on the rolls, and it only misses on a 1. I'll give it above average for a common. Wall-Top Scout. We know how I feel about Wall-Top Scout. We know how I feel about that. And Poisonous Mask is okay. So let me instill some wisdom here. Hopefully I can do it again. So what people want to do is they want to take this and they want to just tear it down. But instead what you want to do is grab it like this. Oh, let's see if I can do it. I might have messed up the pack. I might not be able to do it. Okay, yeah. And then you want to like slowly inch down with it like this. I don't know how to describe exactly what I'm doing, but hopefully you guys can see. And then you can actually get in here. But you can't like just tear it straight down. You have to like make sure it tears in the right direction by doing it one little chunk at a time. Okay, we have a Lava Core Frost Elemental. I might be able to put together an Elemental deck now. Head Blast, pretty solid. Hunting Shock, another pretty solid common. Magic Lamp, I think I already had 2 of those. Ooh, that is my first Glare Royalty Rare, period. That is nice. That is nice. We're not going to complain about that. We're all good. With that, it is one I already have. I guess I could get another, I could get like I think you can actually get like technically 3 royalty rares per pack if both rares and the glare is one. So I don't have to, it doesn't like take up a royalty rare slot. Blaze Elemental. As we were saying, there's an old friend's drink. Now, Chris has told me and given me permission to say that there is, I don't know if he's talked about it in any of his videos or not, there is a royalty rare core that he's kind of kept under wraps. I don't know if he's talked about it, and I have no idea what it does, but I haven't gotten it yet. And I have a total of 7 packs left in this booster box. We're only going to go over 2 of them today, and then 5 will be another video. Yeah, you see this? You see this? I can open the packs right. That's the most important thing that's come from this video, is I know how to open these packs now. But there is a royalty rare core. And I want it. I don't know what it does, but I know I think it's currently the only royalty rare, unless there's another one from this that I don't know about, that I don't have. And Genie of Doom is not it. I can promise you that. Genie of Doom is not the core that I need. Vengeful Warrior, also not it. Rolling Fire, pretty solid common. Lightning Boots, it's a fine common. Spirit, Blast, really good rare. Glad we got one of those. Crystallian, generate 1 element of any color. You may search your deck for another Crystallian. That's really good. That'll probably be going in a deck. Kryllizian Tamer, really good again. Probably be going in a deck. I already have 2 of them. I need the Belching Kryllizian. Funny enough, I need the Belching Kryllizian really badly. Lancer. There we go. There we go, boys. We're always looking for the commons and the uncommons. Never the, well, I guess we are looking for a royalty rare right now. But, there's a Belching Kryllizian. We really want one more. Show me the money. Show me the money. That card makes me feel sick to my stomach. It's not quite the same thing. Sapphire Gemstone. Always happy to see that. Got another one of the... yeah, and there's a training ground. Okay. So, here we go. Last pack. We want another one of the Belching Kryllizians. Can't believe that's a card. And we need that core. Or rather, we want that core. We don't know what it does, so we can't say we need it. Saying we need it's kind of silly because we don't know what it does, and we messed up the pack. Alright, I get another chance. Here's my chance at redemption. Can do it from the other end. Going in both ways, boys. Okay. So, Belching Kryllizian or the core would make me really happy out of this. Relief of Minerva. That's, you know, I have a playset now. Like I said, I think that's kind of a cool card. I don't know. I don't think it's terribly great, but it could make its way into like a mono white thing. That's a pretty solid uncommon. Another pretty solid uncommon. Thunder Elemental. Got another Lamp. Another Glare Genie of Doom. I think that's my second one. Wrath and Fury. Spirit Collar. Two-Tone. Icy Elemental. Lancer. I think that makes 3. Not really what we're looking for. Rain Cloud of Doom. Close Call. Shadow Elemental. And Ice Water Crocodile. So, unfortunately, we did not get a full playset of Belching Krylisian, which we do need, or the Royalty Rare Core, but I will be back in just a second to go over the rares. I guess I'll throw all the rares and glares, or I guess I already did the rares and glares from the other one. I'll just do the ones from this one, so that we can see, definitively what we got from this set. So I will be right back. Okay, so starting off with the glares here. How do we want to do this? We have Two-Tone Krylisian. Okay. Spirit Catcher. Okay. We have a playset of Glare Rare Genie of Dooms, which I feel almost obligated to make a Genie thing now. Leo Lord of Hunt. I might actually make like Black-White Humans at some point. 2 Relief of Minerva. Another Genie, a playset of regular Genie of Dooms. Heavy Ballista. Again, white black, pretty solid colors. Lava Core Elemental. This will that's my second Lava Core. I can make elementals now. Dagger of Gold, again, very, very solid card. Watch my other video. Leo, Old Friend's Drink, and another one of the new heroes. So we're doing pretty good on the royalty rares. We still don't have that core though. Still looking for that. Hopefully that shows up in the these next 5 packs are going to be really sad. I'm going to have to get more packs. Okay, I'm not going to be sad that I have to get more packs, but I'm going to be sad that I don't physically own the card right now. But yeah, I think those other 5 packs will probably be the next video. Will they? Should they? Yeah, I only have one other, like, Wrath of Cores, or not Wrath of Cores, Chaos Galaxy. I only have one other Chaos Galaxy unboxing, so we'll do that one next time. We'll do the Wrath of Cores and the Chaos Galaxy, and then we'll have one more Wrath of Cores after that, that will be actually set 1, because I still need, like, a bunch of stuff from that, so... Yeah, we have another 3 unboxing videos to go, which means I need to get back around to ordering more stuff. We'll get there. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and have a nice day.